Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to this week's deck profile back-to-back video, all that good shindig to come to the gigs kind of thing. So, this week we'll be covering the deck profile video featuring the last two ride lines of the new season 2 and 3 of Vanguard Overdress. This one in this video today we'll be doing the deck profile of Greedon, and its owner, his name is Shinobu Kajita. A little background on Shinobu. Shinobu was first debuted and appeared in episode 11, where he pretended to be on the Team Blue Mondays, and their flag was taken from them. But in fact, he was the one that used the flag and the banner to gain access to Team Blackout's banner. So he was a conniving, lying, manipulative little shit for brains that just did a lot of bad things. However, his deck wasn't revealed until season 2 when he first debuted against let me think. Oh, against Megumi at the ramen noodle place. I think it's ramen noodles. I'll have to watch it again. But they were in a competition for a short time to get a free meal and whatnot within 60 seconds, 60 minutes. So yeah. And it's also been confirmed as well. Anyways, Shinobu has actually been confirmed to be on Team Daybreak's side against the battle with Team Blackout. So his rival, it seemed like, was Megumi Okura. And then eventually it turned into Yu Yu Kondo. So I believe that's like 2 people that he faced so far as I know out of the entire season, but I don't know. I'll have to double check again. However, he did develop somewhat of a cordial friendship with Zaxa. So I guess that's one good thing about him. I don't know per se, but yeah, that's all I'm pretty much going to say at this point. But with that being said and done, let's just hop right into the deck profile video. And let's just see what kind of happens. So what's shocking to me is Greedon actually has similar abilities to Gun Salute Dragon End of Stage in Pale Moon Circus, where it, normally when all your rear guards attacked and whatnot, they all go into your soul, and your Vanguard gets stand back up. However, without the ability to put 2 cards in your hand and cards in your field into the soul, I guess it's kind of similar to it, but it's not a full build. But with that being said and done, I'll let you guys just decide to see if this deck can be more powered up, because right now it's at its planet power version until Stat 4 comes out, which has more for him. So yeah, with that being said, let's just dive right into the ride deck. First off, we're going to be starting with Desert Devil Taida. I think it's a cute little shit for brains. It's like a devil deck pretty much. It matches and corresponds with Shinobu's mischievous little attitude and devilish grin kind of thing, thinking that he's the strongest player, which I can relate to some people because they're egotistical bitches. But that's just me. I'm just getting ahead of myself here. Typical standardized ability from Taida. The next one is Desert Devil Gouman. Gouman is the grade 1 ride evolution to Taida. And Gouman's ability is, well, I'm going to have to read Gouman for a second. So Gouman does is, when this unit is ruled upon by Desired Devil, Boshokku, reveal an Avaricious Demonic Dragon Greedon from your ride deck and draw a card. Okay, that's pretty much standard right there. When this unit is put from rear guard into your soul by your Vanguard's ability, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, Counterblast 1. And to the end of this turn, when your opponent would call cards from hand to Guardian Circle, they must call 2 or more at the same time. So that's just pretty much the standard there. But luckily we only played one copy of him, so I don't think that's like a necessity. Like the thing right there. The next one, speaking of Boshokku, that's the main card we'll be playing as well for his grade 2 lineup. So we got that one. And his skill is, I have a copy of it, hold on a second. When this unit is rode upon by Avaricious the Mono-Dragon Greedon, put a card from your hand into your soul. Search your deck for a card with the same card name as this card, reveal it and put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. The soul ability. During your turn, if your damage zone has 4 or more cards, the Avaricious the Mono-Dragon Greedon on your Vanguard gets plus 5,000 power. Okay, so that's standard, I guess. That's pretty much, everything does come out depending on the soul itself. So this deck is considered to be part Pale Moon and part Dark Irregulars respectively, in some weird way. Although the last ability, I gotta say, it's a little weird, but I think the damage will not be a problem at all. Now, speaking of Greedon, that's the person we have now. We have Avaricious the Mono-Dragon Greedon for grade 3. Now, you guys can hate him, you guys can love him, but he's an Abyss Dragon. And what I really found out about 3 out of the 4 members of Team Daybreak, Mireille Monet plays Basagra, and she's a warrior goddess, but it's funny because you would think she would play as a dragon, but no. Now, Gravidia, or Lalinger, is a Cosmo Dragon. Greedon is the Abyss Dragon. And then finally, Flagberg is a Tier Dragon. So there's a lot of dragons apparently in Team Daybreak, apparently. So, I find that very amusing. Anyways, Greedon's skill is, if your soul has an Avaricious the Mono-Dragon Greedon, the number of cards in your damage zone is for you to lose becomes 7. So it adds 1 more damage point for your opponent to have to beat you before anything happens. And during that time, it might be difficult for your opponent to get even at you because you may have a lot of cards to guard with at this point in time. And then its other Vanguard skill is an auto one. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked, Soul Blast 2 and put 4 stand rear guards into your soul and stand this unit. If your soul has 10 or more cards, this unit gets plus 15,000 power at the end of the turn. So, that explains why Shinobu leaves his rear guards completely standing and doesn't want to ruin the effect of Greedon. It's a greedy little fucker. That's what it is. So, that makes a lot more sense now that I think about it. So, yeah. That is the right deck itself. Now, onto the deck itself, the main deck. Guys, all I gotta say is all my trigger lineups will be the same. The number of cards will probably be the same, but the effects will still be different because this is just the way I like to build my decks. It's just a lot easier for me to understand better. And despite you being a meta player, you gotta have to respect my wishes and my belief on this, because it's for me personally, for my own sake, not for anybody else's. And I'm not doing this for anyone else, but for myself. You guys can hate it, you guys can love it, but that's all the point is. But with that being said, let's just jump right into more into this video. Sorry, I kept on writing to you guys, just there's a lot of things on my mind that have been kind of bugging me. So, for trigger lineup, of course, we're playing 4 copies of Steam Scara Mal-Nigal. Just because these are some cards that Shinobu plays in his decks too, so it's kind of like a character deck building. Next, we're playing 8 crits, and that's going to be Flinty Slasher, which is the main one, I believe, for the deck itself, other than Borrow Magnus. And then we're going to be using the new one, which is Steam Deviate Dragon. This is a Gear Dragon. And its new skill is a rear guard ability. At the end of battle, this unit boosted, put this card into your soul, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 2k power until the end of the turn. So, it's good for rear guarding ability as well, in case you don't have another booster to go with it. Finally, well, not finally, For 3 front triggers, we're playing 3 Diabolos Girls Natalia. I finally got my 3 playset, 3 of these cards already in the mail today from a friend, and he helped me get them. So, yeah, I'm just glad some of these decks are actually getting more upgraded and more powerful. So, you can honestly say this could be, like, considered planet power / star power. It all comes down to the new cards from set 3 and set 2 itself, respectively. And of course, let's not forget the little over trigger, which is the... Oh, fucking A, I forgot this one already. Hades, Dragon, Deity of Resentment, Gallmageheld. This one is a tad bit different because, you know, we all know what this one, the Hades Dragon, Emperor Dragon does. And this one lets you have 10,000 power plus 1 critical and in a fight. So automatically, Greedon's going to have that last ability itself, along with 100 million power. But that's only a given, give or take, right, that kind of thing. So, yeah. Oh, for God's sakes, I should have done that. Okay, so that is the main triggers. Sorry, guys. Frog in the throat. So now this grade 1 lineup, we're going to be doing something more basic in a way. We're going to be playing 15 grade 3s in the, or not grade 3s, god damn it. 15 grade 1s. Sorry, guys. These are the nominees we have for tonight. We have Desert Devil Yaaba, aka Baba Yaga, in a way. His sole skill is, if your Vanguard is Greedon, put this card into your drop zone. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets plus 5k power until the end of turn. So, since you have 4 of these copies of these bad boys, he's going to get additional 20,000 power for that turn. And as long as your Vanguard is agreed on, then that's fine. Plus it's an AK booster, AK attacker, whatever needs to fill your boat at this point in time, before Greedon hits the field. So you gotta time everything for Greedon. Speaking of another Desert Devil, here's Desire Devil Incane. Incane's ability is, when this unit is placed on rear guard, if you persona ride this turn, soul charge 1 card. When this unit is put from rear guard from your soul into your soul from your Vanguard's ability, Counterblast 2. Choose one of your Vanguards and gets plus 5k power and plus 1 drive at the end of the turn. So also, if you have these 2 or 3 on your rear guard, it's an automatic skill. So which means Greedon will get additional 10k power plus 2 drive checks or plus 3 drive checks extra. So you are going to have this big one-hit dragon that's willing to boss you out, throw you like a ball, and just kick you and skull fuck you, pretty much. That's what the game kind of looks like. I could play 4 of him if I really want to, but it's a risk because it requires 2 counterblasts. So there's got to be ways to do a counter charge as well, or may not use too much of that card, whatnot. So you got to time it very carefully, but then again, we have other cards that can help out too. Speaking of helping out, we have 4 copies of Steam Battler Gungnram. Gungnram is just that basic AK attacker, grade 1 booster, and the only unit of a grade 1 is a persona ride, apparently. When this unit is placed on rear guard circle, soul charge 1 card, and 1 turn only is a... You have to soul blast 3 cards and draw a card. So that won't be a problem, considering that Dark States has been known for its soul charging skills, so they can be mad about that. Next, finally, we're just having 4 complete guards, which is Rascal Hate Dragon. Just to finish that whole thing right there. Sorry guys, I'm going to try to speed up the video as much as I can. Sorry about that. And of course, now for grade 2s, we're playing 3 copies of Boshokku, 4 copies of Desert Devil Acratz. Acratz's ability is, when this unit is put from your rear guard to your soul's Vanguard's ability, Counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's Vanguards, and it gets 10k power and 10 end of turn. So that'd be 40k by itself, and that's big tough puppy right there. Next, finally, we're playing is Desert Devil Mucca. Mucca's ability is, when this unit is placed on rearguard from hand, if your Vanguard is Greedon, Carablast 1 and Soul Blast 2, choose a card from your soul and call to rearguard. When your Vanguard attacks, if your persona right this turn, choose one of your Vanguards, and it gets 5k power in a turn. So it's a lot of power that's going only towards Greedon. That's all it is, pretty much. And the deck is about Desire Devils. I almost said Desert Devils for some reason. I don't know why. Next, we're playing 3 copies of Greedon, just for the Persona Right ability, and 2 copies of the Hydra, Hystera. Hystera's ability is, when this unit attacks, this unit gets 2k power for each card of your standing rear guards. If your damage zone has 5 or more cards, this unit gets plus 5k power instead of 2k power. So, again, that's standard, pretty much. So, it's a given. But anyways, you guys, that is the conclusion of the deck profile video for Greedon. I'm sorry if the video was a lot more longer. It's just there's a lot more effects I have to look at and look into and whatnot. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video very much. I'm sorry for the yapping, but you know, it's nice getting some more details about the cards themselves and do the best I can to give you the right context, I guess you should say. So anyways, you guys, be sure to stay tuned for part 2 of the deck profile weekly. And yeah, I will see you guys in a few minutes. So, I'm Siren Frost, signing out.